Hello, hello, hello. Lisa Zimmer here today. Hope everyone's having a good day. All right, so today is Monday, June 10th. If you're joining me live, I'm on Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. And I like to come on here and share with you how to share doTERRA, build a doTERRA business, and to do it simpler, more duplicatively so that more people can get access to oils because you have the knowledge on how to help them better, right? So this business does not have to be hard. What happens is we make it hard. We make it harder than it needs to be. So all doing a doTERRA business or sharing doTERRA really is we use oils. Hey, Stacy. Oh, welcome. Welcome back. We use oils, we share oils, and we teach others how to do it. Super simple, right? And so one of the things we're going to talk about today is people will come and go on your team because they'll get discouraged, whether it's lack of belief in the company, lack of belief in themselves, life. So that's one of the things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how to not let that get in the way. You're going to have people that say they want to build a business, and like 90% of them that say that don't actually follow through and build the business. And why is that? Because people make it much harder than it needs to be. So we're going to talk about problem solving today. We're talking about how to get started, why to get started, what's so great about building a doTERRA business. Let's start with that. So here's what's so great about building a doTERRA business. You are in control, right? You are the business owner. What I love about it is for someone brand new, so I'm getting ready to launch a new builder today, or at least talk to them, about building a business. There's no judging in doTERRA, right? So the person that came to me turned out to be 16 years old. Well, in doTERRA, you can't build a business until you're 18, right? So this 16-year-old problem solved, got with his parents, legit, right? Got his parents on board, and they're all going to move forward in this together, right? So someone else would have judged, dismissed, whatever, right? And not helped. I didn't. I figured if someone at that age was interested in learning more, interested in learning about overcoming their health challenges and health needs, then they would push through and problem solve with their parents, right? What better way to learn? Usually it's the parents teaching the kids than the kids to teach the parents. I'm super excited about this opportunity because this is what we need. We need the views of more young people. So it's going to be a family project, right? And so, and they followed through and made that happen. So that is a good sign of someone that could potentially be really successful in doTERRA because they didn't step aside, right, and make excuses or say, oh, I can't order doTERRA because, right? They helped win over mom and dad, which is super cool, right? How cool to build this with your family. That's what we're doing. And that's someone that's a good sign of future success, right? Someone who doesn't let challenges get in their way. One of my biggest pet peeves in doTERRA is people who throw in the towel immediately because of their ego, right? So, and this isn't specified to one person. I have this talk on my team regularly because I have people on my team who are always thinking negatively. Oh, someone didn't enroll, so I must suck, or I did it wrong, or they're always negative, negative, negative. Instead of thinking, okay, well, that didn't go the way I wanted. Here's how I think I'll do it differently next time. Let's go. Heck yes, let's go, right? That's the attitude you need to be able to move forward in business, period, right? So imagine if you started a company or a business and you had brick and mortar rent to pay for, you had electrical, water, taxes, I don't even know what all goes, you know, in a regular business, because I've always been smart enough to choose, for me, right? A regular business is not a good decision for me because that's pressure and obligation before I even get started, and that's not good for me. It's probably why, if you notice, all my tools that I sell, they're all digital, right? I don't stock care pads, I don't stock brochures, I don't stock anything, because then that's obligation. Same thing with doTERRA, right? I don't like money going out. I like just money coming in, so that there's no pressure. Because what if I got sick again, right? I don't want my family stuck with a garage full of brochures and whatever. Same thing with doTERRA. That's what makes doTERRA's business so awesome. They do all the heavy lifting. They pay the brick and mortar fees. They pay the electrical, the plumbing, everything for the company. And all I have to do is use my mouth, use a tool or two, and teach people how to get the oils, right? So if I get sick, I'm still getting paid anyway, because I've built this pipeline of residual income, repeat ordering customers, and I'm still in business whether I go to work that day or not, right? Oh, I love this. Michael Ann said she got a new enrollment last week because her 10-year-old niece made her aware of doTERRA. Yes, right? So everyone, I don't care whether you're 10, 16, 75, doesn't matter. Everyone can share doTERRA and help build a business and help people feel better. But it's so simple to do, right? Because we don't have to fork out all this money. We spend 100 PV monthly on products that we use, because doTERRA feels if we're not using the products, how can we honestly and legitimately promote them? You have to be using the products for yourself in order to be able to promote them with honesty and integrity, right? That is our only obligation, is to use the products that we promote. That's it, nothing else, right? There's no monthly fees. There's no fee for your website even. I've never heard of that before, right? Our websites are free. doTERRA gives us a free one, easy peasy. So that's what I love about doTERRA, because anyone can start this business. The downside of that is people give up too soon because there's no financial obligation, right? They're not forced to work harder or push through and overcome their challenges and get better at things, right? So I have had a couple people say, yeah, I want to build doTERRA recently. One class and they're done, right? Because they actually have to do things. They have to learn things. They have to try, and then they fail, right? So they went out on their own. I had two. Went out on their own, and they didn't say the right words to help the people enroll. And so now they're doing the, I can't do this. They can do this. It's just like anything else, right? So Michael Jordan did not pick up a basketball, right, and wake up the next day and be the greatest basketball player of all time or whatever. I'm sure is it LeBron James or whatever might be competing with him now. I know nothing about sports. It's a terrible analogy. But that's the point, right? You don't get to just wake up and be amazing at this. If you saw my first classes, you would be mortified. I wish I had them on tape. Like, I remember standing in my dining room, and I had a packed house, right? Because it was one of my first classes. And we broke away into the dining room. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to word things. I didn't understand the doTERRA business model. Literally, these words came from my mouth. I had a dining room table set up of roller balls, pre-made, which you cannot do. It's against company policy. I didn't know that. And I said, great, you can pick roller balls to choose from for $10 to solve your situations. They were pre-made. You can order wholesale, or you can order retail. Which would you like to do? And they all just stood there like deer in headlights, and nobody enrolled, and I sold a few roller balls. Worst class ever, right? I can't remember. Oh, someone taught the class for me even, right? And then this was my close, my way to help people at the end. All I did was confuse the heck out of them, and I had like 20 people there. It was horrific, right? I know Valerie's laughing at my sports analogies. I don't know anything about sports, all right? But guess what? I kept going, right? This is such a common problem. I launched 7 builders after I did a post about now hiring, and one of them is actually building teaching classes. The others, I either did a class for them or asked them to get a date, do their list of 100, get a date for a class, and I haven't heard back, right? Imagine if I got discouraged every time someone said no to me for the product or someone didn't actually follow through on the business. Oh my goodness, I never would have gotten past week 1. And so that's where you have to find, wait a second, okay? If something doesn't go my way, it's either them, maybe they're just not ready, so I need to stop whining about it. Or 2, maybe I didn't use the right words. Guess what? I'll get better at this the more I do it, right? And that's the bad thing to do, right? The worst thing you could do is stop. Because it's just like playing the piano. It's just like shooting those 3-pointers. If you stop, you're going to get worse, right? Because when we stop, we lose some of the skills that we've already started to acquire. So you can't stop. The momentum that you build in Doterra is what helps you take off. Because I never stopped, right? I never slowed down for a second for 20 months straight. I would have been diamond in a year and blew it too, right, if I had understood structuring. But instead I was diamond at 20 months because I never slowed down or never stopped. Life gets in the way. I totally get it. Life got in my way too, but I kept going anyway. There's going to be bigger things that'll come in your way, right, than we dealt with. So stuff's going to happen. So don't think that, if you have a major loss or trauma or your house burns down or someone passes away, that I'm going to tisk you for slowing down in your business, right? But you have to keep going, right? So if you don't have a class on your books right now, we'll put one on your books. Why? Why don't you have a class scheduled on your books? This is a Doterra business, and it's built by teaching classes, right? Even if you just invite 25 people and post about it on Facebook, it's going to get the word out. You have got to keep going. You've got to keep inviting, and you've got to keep that word out. I ran into one of our members at an airport recently, and she says to me, is Susie Q still doing Doterra? It was like a knife through my heart because Susie Q was one of my builders, and one of her downline said, is Susie Q still doing the business? I literally wanted to cry right there. Seriously, stab me in the heart. If your customers, members, sharers, builders don't know that you're doing the business, then you're not doing the business. All right? Just because you have a Doterra account, and just because you buy 100 PV a month, and just because once or twice a year you tell somebody about Doterra, that is not a Doterra business, folks. That is a hobby so that you can say you do Doterra. I don't care what level you are, but embrace what you are. If you're a hobbyist, awesome, then know that you are, right? And don't pretend to be anything else, right? So that way I don't look like, or you, right, don't look silly in front of your members. That tells me I need to be reaching out to all the people under them because they're not being cared for. There's nothing worse to me than customers who have said, hey, I want to buy this product, take my money, and then now no one's caring for them. I am a people pleaser, and it destroys me that someone's not taking care of all these people, right? So if that person's a hobbyist, they need to be talking to their leader upline and saying, you know what, I'm a hobbyist. I'm just going to pop in and do what's fun for me, but I'll still bring some people to Doterra, but this is what I am. I need to know that. Leaders need to know that. We need to revisit and ask, hey, if you're not in this, then I need to be reaching out to your people because someone needs to care for them. Yeah, they're going to get paid anyway. That's the way the world works. But most importantly, clear communication so that someone can take care of them, right? So I'll be reaching out and saying, hey, Susie Q ran into so-and-so. She asked if you're still doing the business, which is a good sign that they're not getting notified monthly on the first of the month with a text about the promos, obviously for more than once, or they wouldn't have asked if you're still doing this. Obviously, no one's checked in on them or tagged them in anything or helped them. Is that how you want to keep moving forward, or do you want to re-engage? Or because I need to make sure and add them to my communications so that we take care of them, right? So decide what you're going to be today. Are you going to be a sharer, a hobbyist? When I say hobbyist, I clearly define hobbyist as someone that brought some people to the table, but they don't do anything with them. Sharers just help a fewer number of people, but still take care of them. These are my terms, right? And then a builder brings people to the table, trains them, takes care of them, checks their back office, follows through, schedules classes, whether it's one-on-one, Facebook classes, whatever, okay? Communicate with your upline so that all the people that y'all bring get taken care of. All right, so decide what you're gonna be, and then just go be the best at that. But communicate with your upline so they know how to help everyone too. If you're gonna be a share and builder, get a class on the books. We have the Healthy Habits Kit available until June 27th. If you want to get our Healthy Habits Make and Take and our Balanced Living Trifold, these are not available on our website. Right, the Balanced Living Trifold is my professional trifold that teaches people about all the product lines. These are great to send out, all the product lines besides oils, in addition to oils. These are great to send out with goodie bags to do, like I handed these out at our workshop, and we went through all the product lines together with our entire downline, so they knew we had a lot more than oils. These two products are free in my WWZD course that is on my website right now. So it's $45 worth of tools. The class is $45, so basically the class is free. And so that's on lisazimmer.net/shop. Click on tools, and that's WWZD3. All right, so the course ran through all of May, and it's tips and tools that you can just apply moving forward to June, July, August, to all months moving forward. You just tweak the information for the appropriate month. Right, so then we have July session, a mini session, WWZD4, and that is July 15th through the 29th. That is on sale today. Today is the last day. Tomorrow the price goes to $39. The early bird special price for WWZD, where we talk about this stuff in depth, right? How to launch, how to host, how to close, how to follow up, how to promote yourself and increase your numbers, right? So that's all in depth in WWZD day by day. The July course has a free hosting trifold, all right? So my hosting trifold, you can't get it anywhere else, right? There's a tool or two in every, actually there's quite a few tools, but there's one or two unique tools in every WWZD that you can't get anywhere else. It's pretty much close to the value of the class. So your class ends up being free or almost free. The WWZD4 for July, you can get in there right now. It's open. We won't actually launch the education part until July 15th and go live, but there's already like 20 posts in there of tools. My make and take video, and the hostess brochure. So this is to give a hostess to help them focus, right? Because doTERRA sharing guide is awesome. The doTERRA sharing guide is not for someone who just wants to host a class and have some fun. It's got scripts in there for sampling. It's more for launching an official share, not just a hostess. So this fills the gap, and it's the doTERRA, sharing doTERRA naturally hostess trifold. And again, it's only available in July WWZD. So same thing, lisazimmer.net/shop, and you can pick the $45 WWZD3 or the $29 WWZD4. It goes to $39, the July mini session tomorrow. So I extended it so I could talk about it today and make sure everybody knew about it, okay? All right, so we want to talk about getting started. What's the best way to get started with your doTERRA business, right? I want you to tell me what you do to launch a builder, all right? So when a builder comes to me or someone says, hey, I want to share and build doTERRA, right? So the first thing I do is I whip out the doTERRA build guide because it has the income estimates on it by rank, and it breaks down, I have it in the other room, but it breaks down the income guidelines, the number of hours, and I ask them, where do you see yourself? Because if you don't ask, you're not going to know. Where do you see yourself? So tonight, right, or not tonight, sometime this week, I'm going to be talking to this family about how they've already got their products, right? So they overcame that issue, right? The 16-year-old wanted to get products and build a business, and you can't do that until you're 18. So it's now a family affair. Mom, dad, and the child are going to do this together. They got the products. They fell in love with the products. They do want to move forward and share doTERRA with others, possibly, right? We're going to talk about it first. So what am I going to do? I'm going to email the build guide so they can see the income guidelines, and we'll go over, it'll give them time to read some information about doTERRA and what makes the company great. That's just the doTERRA build guide, okay? So I'm going to send that to them. This is going to be a more formal event because they're brand new versus someone who's been building for a while, okay? So then the next step, no matter who I'm launching, I'm going to set up a Zoom with them or an in-person. These people aren't local. And I'm going to walk them through my builder FAQ. And it's 20-ish posts in chronological order of things that I want to talk to them about for launching them as a sharer or builder, qualifying them, and their steps to do. Can't screen share on here. I'd share a couple screens. But so like step one is, let's talk about this. One of the things we have to do is we can get your free website and have you upgrade to wholesale customer. If they're not willing, or wholesale, goodness, so much lingo, wellness advocate from wholesale customer, right? If they're not upgraded yet, we have to upgrade that. And they have to put in their social. I start with that because if they're not willing to do that for some strange reason, then there's no need to talk about anything else. I wrote my builder FAQ in chronological steps. You can build your own, but if it's easier, great. You can go buy my builder FAQ, set it up, and follow the process. It's $49 and I give you all the posts, right? And you can tweak it to tools that you like. Mine's just a template. Tweak it to questions that you like to ask, etc. Right? So then I walk them through the builder FAQ. Why do I do that? Because if these people take off and they get a builder on week 1 or day 1, I just did it in a way that they can duplicate me without having to know anything. They're going to log in to our Team Builder FAQ, and they're going to say, hey, Susie Q, I just started, but don't worry. We just follow this process. It's the Builder mine's like Share and Builder FAQ, right? So, and boom, they open it, and they walk them through the steps. They don't have to know squat. It's all written for them. Explain to them in chronological order. Have a duplicatable, documented system. If you do not have that, people cannot duplicate you when you are not around, all right? If they're really interested, they will read on. So that is how, when I did a now hiring post and wanting to hire more business partners for my team or replace legs, right? If people didn't follow through and read posts 1 through 7 on their own, right? That was task number 1. Hey, I'm going to add you to this group, read posts 1 through 7, I think it was. I have to double check the numbers. And then get in touch with me when you have. Boom. That just wiped out the people that weren't motivated enough or interested enough to make another appointment with me. I'm not going to invest hours and hours and hours in people who just say they want to build because it sounds fun or interesting, but they're really not interested in doing anything or working, right? Save your time for those that are. Pam says, love the Share Builder FAQ. Yes, if they are serious, they will do the work. And I wrote it so you can qualify them, okay? And keep it simple, right? I incorporated the Live, Share, Build guides into the Builder FAQ when I tweaked it recently for myself, right? So you can tweak it. If you use something else, great, use something else. But you have got to have a system in place so that if Deborah enrolls Valerie and they're both brand new, they both can do it. You do it with them once, they understand, oh, gee, all we do is read the post together and do the action items. And if they don't do the action items, they're out. I don't need to meet with people every week who aren't enrolling people. The only reason we mentor people or meet with people is to help them decide where to place them and how to move forward with them. If they're not enrolling people, there is no reason for people to meet with me, right? That's what we do. We share oils with people, we help them enroll, and we help them fall in love with the product and then learn how to share with others. If we are builders and we are not doing the work, there's no reason for continuous mentoring or conversations, right? The reason I'm bringing this up is so many people, one, don't mentor because they're not willing to step in their leadership shoes. And it's time. You need to step in your leadership shoes right away, right? If you're relying on your upline to do it for you, you're never going to get past Elite, Premier, or Silver. Okay, that is the tipping point. So Premier and Silver are the tipping points where you go from being able to maintain a business with just enrolling to having to take over and lead your people yourself and build your own team community if you're ever going to get past Premier and Silver, right? Because now you have to lead. Now you have to teach others how to enroll and how to lead. And that's the tipping point. It's why so many people get stuck at Elite, Premier, and Silver. If they know a lot of people, they can get to Premier and Silver. But what happens is their warm market dries up, right? And they have to start teaching the people they've already enrolled how to share and build. And they have to push out of their comfort zone and start entering cold market. And that's why so many people give up at Elite and Premier mostly, right? If you're very influential, know a lot of people, or have a good upline, you can get to Premier and Silver. But that's where so many people tap out because they're not willing to do the extra work or invest the time, or they're uncomfortable. They need to push through their belief in themselves. They need to push through so much, right? And so we want to help you push through. This is an awesome company. Hey, my team's on. This is an awesome company, right? So you have no reason to question your belief in the company. We know the products work, so we have no reason to question the belief in the products, right? We have crazy testimonials come in every single day, so there's no reason to question the product. What you're mostly working on through your Doterra business is your belief in yourself and your belief in others to do it. Right, so if you need help with that, find a mindset mentor, right? Someone that can help you with your mindset and push through, whether you have money blocks or I don't even know, right? I've never had those issues, so I don't teach that. I don't understand it. It's just something I don't get. Just like some people don't get how I can work on this from the time I get up till the time I go to bed, because I love it, right? Everybody's different. Find the people that can help you solve your problems when it comes to mindset. Please post in the comments if you know of others, right? Joanna Sacco's fantastic. Please know that there are others in this industry that can help you if you have mindset issues, trouble with belief in yourself. Sometimes we deflect and we blame it on Doterra. This is one of my favorites, and Upline said this at a presentation years ago. And I'm not attacking husbands. This was just a common post that was being posted in a builder group about husbands not being supportive. And I don't have that, so I don't relate to that either. Husbands not being on board and fighting about Doterra and doesn't want me to leave to teach classes and doesn't believe in my oils and blah, 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 blah. And then because that builder wasn't successful, because they were battling that, they would blame Doterra. And the statement that Tracy made that I loved was, if Doterra has become an issue between you and your spouse, the problem is not Doterra. It's not. The problem isn't Doterra. The problem is your situation with your spouse, right? So that's a spousal scenario, and you need to work through that. But it's not Doterra's fault. If you're not able to build your business and close sales, don't ever let the words, oh, Doterra's whatever, so I can't do it. Doterra rocks, folks. It's something that you want to work on for yourself, right? If it's not working, you need self-development, you need leadership development, you need mindset development. Doterra is not the problem. Doterra has so much to offer us. They are not the problem. We need to work on ourselves to overcome what is holding us back, right? Whether it's actually low self-esteem or, right? Melinda asks, is this the same Adam and Tagum system? Yep, my FAQ system for builders, and I have an FAQ system for customers. I call it the Adam and Tagum system. Yep, on the website, lisazimmer.net/shop, it's called Builder FAQ or Customer FAQ. So Customer FAQ is what's going to save you tons of time and energy, help you get your life back. So when we enroll a new customer, the reason my team has such a high LRP rate is we add them and tag them. I enroll someone new in Doterra. I send them a welcome email, the examples in the files tab. I send them a goodie bag. Type in the search bar of this Facebook group, goodie bag. I do a 7 to 10 day follow-up using the I Have My Oils Now What Plus recipes, free in the files tab. I just follow it, checklist, checkbox by checkbox. And we add them and tag them to our Facebook group, and in units we have the FAQs 1 through 20 whatever. And so as soon as we enroll them, we add them to our Facebook group and we tag them in posts 1, 2, and 3. How to get started, how to make a roller, how to use the oils they got, how to order next for LRP, why, blah, 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 boom, done. Got my life back. Now I don't have to use all those words and spend all that time explaining it, and you're still going to explain it, right? But they're going to retain it because now they're seeing it in multiple places and they're hearing about it in multiple places. And when they say, explain that LRP thing to me again, no problem, Susie Q, I'll go tag you in post 3. Or go to the Facebook group, it's post 3, right? Don't care if people aren't on Facebook. Don't ask that question. What if they're not on Facebook? You're intelligent. You're running a business. You know you can just go copy that information and email it to them, right? Everything is figure-outable. I'm stealing that from Michelle Howe, who we had on an interview last week. Everything is figure-outable. You're smart. You can figure it out and problem solve, and that's what's going to take you from being a hobbyist or a sharer to a builder and a leader. If you can figure things out and problem solve, right? But you won't if you're always asking questions and you're never actually doing it, right? So yeah, Maria says, Doterra is not the problem. Doterra is not the problem. And don't be a problem creator, be a problem solver. Yes, that's my family saying. So don't be a problem creator. I can't do this business because, okay, the answer is never going to be Doterra. That's on you. Why do you feel that way? Write it down. I can't do this because I don't have time. Tweak your schedule and figure out how to make time, right? Whether it's 10 minutes before everyone gets up, whether it's your lunch hour while you're at work, right? I built a real estate success while working full-time somewhere else, right? I became a top realtor, but I was too scared to give up my benefits, right? Because I was brainwashed as a child and young adult that you always had a job with benefits, right? So I worked 45 hours a week at a jewelry store, became the top salesperson there. I had Tuesdays off. I even worked all day Saturday, folks. I had Tuesdays off and Sundays off. So you know what I did? Because I was going to become a realtor, period. I worked all day Tuesday. I worked all day Sunday. And on my 15-minute break that I got in the morning and the afternoon, I was on the phone working. On my lunch hour, I would run and do a home inspection with someone. I would run and do a final walkthrough with someone. I would work in the morning before I went to my 45 hours a week, and I would work when I got home. I found the time because I was choosing to change my life. And real estate was going to do that for me. Now I know better. Doterra is going to do that for me, right? So why did I pick to go back to Doterra over real estate? Real estate is a very unhealthy lifestyle. It's 7 days a week, no matter what, right? And if you say no to an appointment and they decide to go buy elsewhere, it's $10,000, not 22 or 45, right? Or and everything was life or death emergencies and the fear of being sued all the time. So. And then I got sick. I was super successful, made a couple $100,000 a year when I got sick. And it was all over like that. It's no Doterra, folks. The grass is not greener anywhere else, I guarantee it. Okay? It was not Doterra. If that happened today, that same thing happened today, I got sick. One, I have the tools to help me for my health and wellness. Two, I have a foundation of a business solid because I built a pipeline. I built a team of people who love the products and will reorder whether I show up or not. And I built a team of sharers and builders and hobbyists and customers who will keep moving forward in their business. So if I got sick today and was not able to work for the next month, 3 months, a year, my Doterra business moves forward without me, right? And I can run this business from my home computer, maintain it, educate on Facebook, right? Educate on YouTube. I can do this even if I were to be disabled again. That's what's unbelievable. How many other places can you go and run your business that way and have a financial pipeline, financial security? I built a leg for my parents. When Jackson turns 18, he's going to take that over and inherit it. It currently makes $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and that will pay for his college education. When he graduates from college, if things are still going well, he will be able to start his life with, worst case scenario, $2,000 to $3,000 a month, right? How many people graduate from college? That's what their first job offer is going to be for most people, unless they have a specialized skill, right? Doterra is doing that for us. So Doterra is never the problem. We have to work through our own issues. Corey says she was in real estate, prisoner to your phone. Yep. So, all right. So, if you really want to do something, you will find a way to do it. Yep. So now for health benefits, someone's asking, we use MediShare. So we use MediShare. Our health insurance that we had through my husband's company was like $900 to $1,000 a month premiums just for me and Jackson. Now we have, because they paid for his, now we have all three of us on MediShare, and it's like $400 or $450 a month. I want to pay as little as possible because we never go to the doctor ever, right? I started to feel unwell recently. I took a Jax Assist, an On Guard soft gel, another dose of Lifelong Vitality Pack. I rolled the Bomb Roller. Some of you call it the Flume. Frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, melaleuca. Rolled that everywhere. Rolled Manuka all over my throat. Gargled some oils. Ate some On Guard beadlets. Like literally every couple hours, I was doing something for immunity. And I woke up the next day and it was great, right? Caught it at the beginning. So anyway, I don't usually talk about oils use in here. But I want to help you get started, and I want to help you from not giving up, whether you're new or 3 years in or 4 years in. This is the time of year that people feel stuck. And so the only way to get unstuck is to relaunch yourself. All right, so let's relaunch ourselves. Let's start from scratch. Sign up for WWZD, the mini course, the one that just finished where all the content's still there. Sign up for something, right? Because I have great triggers in there to inspire you to take action. If you don't need to be inspired to take action, but you need to just be told, do this, that's in there too, right? So I want you to feel like you have a guide. I want you to feel like you have the tools. So what are the basic tools if someone's brand new just wandering in here? Get the Doterra trifold. I'm the only creator of the Doterra Zimmer trifold, right? I worked on this with Doterra. It's through compliance marketing licensing. This is what you give out when the Natural Solutions class brochure isn't the right setting, right, to use. Boom, Uber driver, boom, talk to someone, boom, one-on-one, or you can teach classes with these if Natural Solutions isn't your gig, right? So it's the tool to help you enroll people, super simple. Post your testimonials for your trifold in the comments, folks, right? If I want to help a hostess host a class and give her tips and tricks on how to have the best class, you get the hostess brochure in WWZD4 July mini session. All right, so you want to teach a make and take, and post in the comments why you teach make and take. Everybody's just discovering, right, all the features and benefits of my make and take system. There's other make and takes out there. They didn't work for us, right? So I spent years compiling the psychology to make my make and takes. Yeah, it's just a simple piece of paper, folks, right? But it's the difference between cash flow immediately, building LRPs, and people enrolling. It's totally different, right? And so teach make and takes when feasible. Teach one-on-ones when a make and take isn't feasible, right? Just teach an intro class. Teach make and takes when it is feasible. Even if you're teaching a one-on-one class, always make a roller in your presentation, right? Because that's going to show people in the practical sense how we use these. Show a pre-made Doterra roller so they know if they're sitting there back there like me and they're like, I ain't gonna make that stuff, right? I was sick, I didn't want to mix nothing. Show them. And if you don't want to do that, right, most people do. Most people love DIY. They think it's really cool. That's why we switched to DIY, right? We went from 2 or 3 people coming to class to 16 to 22 my first couple make and takes, okay? That's why more people show up. Better LRPs. At the very first make and take class, I had people in the audience that were brand new to Doterra that said, well, that looks like fun. Is this all you do to build this business? And I said, yep. And they said, cool. Can I go teach these classes on my own? Because that was really simple. You read from the trifold and you read from that handout, and that was really fun. Yep. Right, and then we saw all these LRPs grow because our audience that were members had product confidence, right? So my system is a confidence builder. I wrote my system so that you can be completely clueless about Doterra and product. You read the trifold. I write things in conversational language. So I wrote how to enroll like you would just speak it in a conversation or a presentation, right? You read it. You read it. You say, great, now I'm going to help you order that and change your life. Sound good? Which are you most comfortable with? That's how simple it is. It's a confidence builder for builders. It's a confidence builder for your customers because they're actually getting to do it, experience the oils, get exposed to more, very strategic about the oils that I pick for the recipes, right? Method to the madness. Believe in it. Yep, Maria says your system is a confidence builder completely, right? So, all right. If you're new here, post any questions in the comments. So this is Lisa Zimmer, Essential Oils Biz Facebook group, okay? If you're rewatching the replay, please join my Facebook group. Tons of free files in the Files tab. I have so much free that it's ridiculous, right? Get into WWZD. There's a zillion more free videos that you can't get anywhere else, and free tools in the Files tabs there too. Take some time and build your binder, right? My entire Doterra business is in this binder. This is my file cabinet. This is everything. I don't need anything else. In fact, my Live, Share, and Build guides, I only have one original of each. Live, Share, Build, Sales, and Launch Guide. I've only got one of each. The rest of them I use electronically. I'm not stocking up on tools that go out of print, that need to be re-edited, right? Doterra's already sending every new enrollment in the US the Live Guide. I don't need to hand out a Live Guide too and spend myself out of business. I can email it to them. I can do a video with my one example and walk them through it. I can do that in my members group once a month, every other month, right? Don't spend yourself out of business. I don't invite you here to Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips to become rich. If I wanted to become rich, I would close this down and I would focus my 12 hours a day that I love working on Doterra in strictly enrolling and building myself to solid blue and presidential. I am more interested in getting oils in every home, and there's only so much that me and my team can do by ourselves. If I'm going to get oils in every home, I need you 30,000 folks in this Biz Tips group to learn how to do it better, simpler, more duplicatably, so we can get the oils in every home, right? I can't do it by myself. You can't do it by yourself, right? But if I can help more people not quit the business, right, because they don't feel like they have support or they don't feel like they have guidance, right? Get those people in here. Find those people. If you meet people at leadership or healthy habits or convention and they're like, yeah, I do this by myself, get them in here. Make friends with them. Help them. Learn from each other. You don't have to mentor with them every week. Send them in here. That's what we're doing here today, right? We can help more people stay in Doterra. Talk to more people. Build their confidence so that they share oils with more people. If we don't get oils in every home, how are we going to change the healthcare system, right? It is so broken. So broken, right? And we can't do it if we don't help everybody launch and relaunch. Yay, Mark says it's time to relaunch yourself. So let's do it. Relaunch yourself. Go back to the basics. Strip yourself clean. Just say, I'm starting from step one. What am I going to do, Lisa? All right, get the trifold. I have a bazillion tools to pick from. Here's what you need to relaunch your business, okay? Basic trifold. It's on the website. It's obvious what it is, right? Intro trifold, 20 bucks. If you want to take one of our training courses, you can get like Healthy Habits free. But I really want you, no matter what time it is or what promos are going on, I want you to have the essentials, top 10 essentials, okay? Make and take. Why? Because you can use that baby for everything. If you're on a budget, use that one, right? So essentials. They don't say make and take on them anymore, so that you can use them at vendor events. You can use them to send to a new member to help them feel good about how to use their products. Get the essentials, 25 bucks, okay? And get the intro enrollment kit handout. It's to help you enroll people for $55 with the 5 ml lemon lavender peppermint that costs $20 and the $35 membership fee. So the title of the document is $55 intro kit enrollment, and the document costs you 10 bucks, folks. It's gonna help you enroll all those people who $150 or more is not in their budget. Help everybody get access to these products no matter what their budget is, right? So boom, what is that? 55 bucks. Done. if you can afford it, get the WWZD July, because there's already like 20 posts, videos, tips, documents, hostess, trifold in there ready to go for you right now. And memorize, thanks Maria, the 60-second close, right? All these are right in here. Trifold, Essentials Make and Take, and $10 intro handout on my website, lisazimmer.net/shop. 60-second close script and all that's free in the Files tab here. Lisa Zimmer, Essential Oils, Biz Tips, right? Focus, get started, launch, relaunch. I'm relaunching, right? When I get back from I'll be gone the last 2 weeks of June in Hawaii teaching classes for with a builder. When I get back, I'm relaunching my business, right? Diana asks for a quick synopsis on WWZD4. Oh, good question. So WWZD4 is going to be how to manage your business for the rest of the month of July so that you can rank and walk your rank at convention. The reason we're doing it in July is your last month to qualify, right? I want to hit Blue Diamonds again so I can walk at convention. So I want to make sure that together I do better when we do WWZD with you, because then I actually follow through on all my action items, right? A lot of teachers, we teach and tell you what to do, but then we kind of stink at the follow through and doing it ourselves because we're so busy teaching you. In WWZD1, we told you what you should be doing every day, and we actually did all the things, and we hit Blue Diamond a year early unexpectedly. So in July, our goal is to teach you how to do all the things, and July 15th through the 29th, how to close out that month and rank up, right? We're going to teach you how to maximize on what you did the 1st through the 15th, and there'll be refresher stuff in there from other courses. It's going to be jam-packed. There's going to be a lot of stuff in there for 2 weeks, but what's nice is you work on what you can. It's like a buffet. You work on what you can. This isn't a quick synopsis, Diana, by the way. You work on what you can, and you come back. The groups don't close anymore. We're keeping them open forever. So you come back and revisit and relaunch yourself, right? So if someone wants to start July out with a bang, they can watch WWZD3, which was a whole month step by step, right? What to do on the 1st of the month, what to do on the 2nd of the month, and tweak the WWZD3 that we did for May and apply it to June, apply it to July, apply it to August, right? But we're really going to focus on the 15th through the 29th of July to close out that month and get our butts to rank. So hopefully that helps you, right? Relaunch, print your binder. So go to the Files tab and just print every single thing in the Files tab. And then I put my binder in order. It's logical order, right? At the beginning of my binder, here's my little pencil case that I got off of Amazon. Here's my trifolds, because when I sit down to talk to someone about oils, boom, I open this, or I go grab this if I'm doing it on the phone, right? And I'm going to use the trifold to keep me on task because I talk too much. I'm going to use my blank customer enrollment form to help them enroll. I'm going to make notes, right? So if I've enrolled you, I have one of these sheets on you. I wrote down everything you said. Doesn't sleep. Husband has aches and discomforts. Mom has anxiousness and sad feelings. I'm writing it all down, folks. Dog Ginger has trouble with fireworks. Dog Ginger has rashes. I got it all written down. I'm helping everybody, right? And then I'm going to enroll you with it. And then at the bottom, it tells me, did I send the welcome email? Have I Facebook friended them? Did I deliver the goodie bag? When's my 7 to 10 day appointment? Did I invite them to workshop? Did I make a note in my calendar for the LRP? Boom, it's right here, folks. I have my oils. Now what? I grab this if I'm doing a phone membership overview, and I read it. It's not hard. You read it. The reason I did that is, one, I don't want you to guess what you have to say, and I don't want you to babble about 50 million unimportant things and scare the dickens out of your new member. They don't need to know everything in doTERRA. They only need to know what to do next and how to use the products that they have and plant a couple seeds for what to do later. They're going to absorb the rest over time. Recipes to get them started. Keep it simple. Right? Then after this is tools I use to help people enroll. Got the Doterra kits in here, just in case I need to know about other kits. I have Doterra's welcome emails, so I know what they're sending them. I have my goodie bag inserts, right? These are free in the files tab. I cut these up and I put them in there. It tells them how to use the products that I sent. I try to give everyone a cleanse handout, whether it's at workshop or a new member if they're in person, right? And this also reminds me to make sure and talk about the importance of immune system and using the basic products for kids. I don't talk about that every time. I have it in here in case it comes up and I need to use it. I have my class checklist for teaching a class. And then I have all my handouts, right, for teaching classes. One of everyone. Then I have my other trifolds, realtor, medical, fitness, professional. I take this everywhere I go. So say I go somewhere and I run into someone who runs a spa. I say, awesome, Susie Q, you know what, I got something for you. You really need to know about this. I can run out to my car, I grab a trifold for spa professionals, I fold it, I write my name and phone number on it in a black Sharpie and give it to them. Why do I print all my stuff blank? Anybody know? I'm going to wrap up here in a couple minutes. Why do I print all my trifolds blank? Because what if I'm talking to one of my members who shares and builds and they want to say, oh my gosh, I'm going to see a doctor tomorrow and I don't have the medical professional trifold. No problem, Susie Q. One, start keeping your binder in your car or take it everywhere you go. And I run out and I grab them a medical professional trifold and give it to them, and they can handwrite their own information on it, right? So get them off and running. Now, if they're going to do that regularly, then I say, yo, you got to go to the website, right, and get your own tools, because your sharers and builders have to purchase their own tools for rights to distribute for copyright, right? But I've got everything in there. Look for our Get Started document in here. This is in the Files tab. If you're launching a builder and you want them to do the Zimmer system, print the Get Started. It tells them, get WWZD, get the trifold, memorize the 60-second script, it's free, get the essentials to make and take for the top 10 oils, get the intro handout for $10, use the drawing slip, it's free in the Files tab, use I Have My Oils Now What plus recipes for your follow-ups, it's free in the Files tab, boom, done. Easy peasy checklist. I have my builder stuff in the back. So I have my Get Started checklist in the back, and then I have my rank planners. Rank planners are free in the Files tab. And then I have my rank planners for each of my builders in the back. That's it. Easy peasy. That's my whole binder, right? So your whole business fits right in here. No more 4-drawer, 5-foot-tall filing cabinet of stuff. It's all right there. Print a simple little paper. Hey, cutie cutie. Katie's here today. Katie and I are going to work on something magical for you for WWZD4, the July $29 session, right? The price goes to $39 tomorrow, so log in right now and order it. Stat. We are going to work on, she doesn't know it yet. What are we going to work on? I wrote it down. Hold on. Is there a laminated piece of paper over there? Oh, I know it's on the washing machine. We are going to work on, Doterra's doing some reactivation promos for people that haven't ordered in a certain amount of time. Well, it's very specific. It's people that enrolled 6 months ago but have never ordered since. It's like super, super specific. And I want to roll this out to my whole team and fund it. So what I'm going to do is for WWZD4, I'm going to have Katie create graphics, right? So on my team, I want this to apply for the whole rest of the month, no matter what. So we're going to figure out for my team, people that haven't ordered in like 3 months or more. We're going to make a graphic, and it's going to say, get me free. And it's going to have Aroma Touch, Balance, Past Tense, and Summer Savory. And that'll be good from now until the 15th. And we're going to figure out if we're going to say get $20 in other products free, or if we're going to pick an oil from my stash, or we're going to figure that out, right? And Doterra is giving away Citrus Bliss. Maybe we'll just do that too, right? So we're going to do a graphic that you can send, and this will be in WWZD4, to people. You can text it, say, hey, we miss you. Here's a special I want to make sure you knew about. Now's a great time to stock up. I know you don't order all the time. This is a great time to stock up, right? And get them to order 200 PV. And we're going to create another graphic that's good for after the 15th, right? Because to get the summer savory, they have to do LRP. So if it's someone you know is not going to do LRP, you'll be able to pick the Aroma Touch Balance, Past Tense, and whatever else we put on there for free. Citrus Bliss or $20. We have to decide yet. There's going to be a whole series of graphics to pick from that you can text to re-engage people. And all you then have to fund, and you can purchase this free with points. All you then have to fund for them is like the bottle of Citrus Bliss. I have free with points. No big deal. Okay? And try to re-engage. We're going to apply that. You can do it this month. If you don't want to do it this month, we're going to have the same new series of graphics for July. Okay? And I'm giving you, if you get into WWZD4 right now, I'm giving you this series of We Miss You graphics. Let's help you get stocked up for free. And we're going to add that to WWZD4 right now, right? So, because Doterra's parameters are so super refined as to who they're targeting for their re-engagement. I want to target everybody in my team who hasn't ordered. Hey, if somebody gets 2 Citrus Bliss because they do the Doterra one and they do mine, sweet, whatever, I don't care. I need them to fall in love with Doterra and re-engage. Plus, then I can strategically go through my binder, right? Because I have a binder full of every Zimmer make and take. I can go through my binder, find the pages that have reference to past tense, aroma touch, and balance, and whatever free oil I end up putting on there, probably Citrus Bliss. I'm going to screenshot that, a photo, right? And send it to them, maybe at the same time or a day or two later, and say, hey, Susie Q, got a special offer for you. Also, here's some great ways, reminders on how to use these oils. Boom. See how we use those make and takes for way more than making and taking? We call them business building tools for a reason. All right, wrapping up. 1 hour. Yay, right on time. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Get into WWZD4 at the very least, because it ends, right? The $29 price ends today, Monday, June 10th. It goes to $39. That was just our early bird launch special. And there's already great tools in there, videos to watch. I have in there my how to do a make and take, and you watch my make and take video, and you can, you know, copy it or tweak it, do it yourself. And your hostess trifold. So be sure to get in July WWCD for the $29 special today. All right, happy oiling. Have a good week. Go relaunch. It's time to get started. Bye.